And just like that, he did set up a little trick at the end, but Hikaru just too quick and just too fast and just too strong for that.
This is impossible to defend. And he loses the Rook, he loses the game!
At the end, it should have been a draw, but, you know, time is part of the game, unfortunately. So that was good.
This is what Hikaru Nakamura does best. Just the moment that you think that everything is over. It's busted. It's not over when you're facing Hikaru Nakamura till the last move is played. You take that pawn, David Howell. There's a mate in one, a game over. Boom, knight jumps. The king is trapped.
The king is trapped, the king is dead, the black king has trapped itself, but of course Sarana will not blunder into something like that. He shifts his rook, but this will continue. White now hitting the black pawn, and yeah, the game has continued. Sarana's sacrificed the exchange, still better, but will the pawns beat the rook?
Still better, but unnecessary is what has happened here. You've got 2 pawns and a knight now. Still 2 pawns and a knight on the board. The math adds up. It's 5 points apiece right now, but those central pawns, David, they're so incredibly powerful and strong.
Yeah, really instructive. Nice technique from Sarana. Entering with the king first. The black king will support the pawns. I'm surprised he retreated. The black king's so strong. The knight needs to join the action.
And it does, just as you say it. It's going to give a few checks. The pawns start moving forward. Sarana still in driver's seat, but Hikaru, has he got this back into fighting territory?
Looks like he's holding. The white rook has the range. It's a long-range piece. It can come from behind. Check. Hikaru there, I think, suddenly looking at his clock, realizing he's down at a minute. But for now, it's just impossible for black's pawns to advance. If the white rook can give itself up for the 3 black pawns, it's a draw. The knight is not enough to win the game.
And the clock will be a massive decisive factor there. Hikaru, it's Houdini Nakamura right now. The way he's surviving this one, the pawns have started moving ahead. He's going to start chasing the knight, giving a few checks.
Oh, Sarana's lost control. I think he just banked a bit too much on the pawns. And look at this. Hikaru is chasing down those pawns. You've got to be a bit careful. They're still running. Hikaru, the clock is not his friend. Knight jumps, knight forks are so tricky in these types of positions, but the king is doing a great defensive job right now.
We're in bullet territory right now as the players reach the 1 minute mark. Hikaru's got to show all those speed skills that he's known for right now. Sarana keeping everything defended. Checks threatened. The king goes back. The pawn's about to move forward.
Oh, great move, great accuracy from Hikaru. The white king is still within touching distance of the pawns, can still defend, and the white rook is so close to giving itself up for those 2 black pawns now. King versus knight is a draw for now. Oh, the king holding the fort. The black knight pinned, forcing the black king back.
This is starting to look terrifying for Hikaru Nakamura with the 2 pawns on that 3rd rank, 2 squares away from queening. But Hikaru keeps checking, giving no time to breathe.
Great technique from Hikaru, pinning the knight, giving the checks. The black king doesn't have anywhere really to hide. If it marches the whole way back towards the white rook, then it cannot participate in the march of the pawns. We're seeing the position repeat itself. Second time we've seen these positions. The king's going back towards the rook though. Hikaru, he can sacrifice the rook for the pawn. He doesn't. He keeps hitting the knight. The checks continue.
Oh, it's hyperspeed for the Falcon right now. 23 seconds on the clock, and this game is far from over. Lots of twists and turns lie ahead. 1 check could be decisive in this moment. He steps the king to the left. Alexey trying to find its way forward.
And now Hikaru marching the H-pawn. Hikaru, the H-bomb himself, as he used to call it, used to be called, marching Harry the H-pawn. But now the black king's so close. This is a race. This could still go anyway. 9 seconds for Sarana. The white pawn's through. The white pawn's about to promote. Black's going to make a queen. It's a flag fest. Who's going to win on time?
It's 6 seconds for Alexey Sarana. And look at that. And instead, it's a king versus king. It ends in a draw. What a wild roller coaster of a game as the crowd goes wild themselves.
Wow. Bear Kings, a fight to the bitter end. A fight to the death. Hikaru, I think, maybe the more relieved of the 2. He didn't want to flag Sarana at the end. It was 10 seconds against 5, but queen versus queen. Ultimately a draw, and shakes the head from both players.
He's about to lose a pawn of his own right now with this check. But Hikaru's king in the center, it does give Sarana some hope in the position. It's not going to be easy to hide from all the checks that are about to start.
Yeah, where to hide? Which way do you go? You kind of want to go towards the black queen to use the black queen as a shield, but that would drop some pawns potentially.
I'm also going to point out, you put your queen to the center of the board. You know, you can also pick up the pawn on the left side, but there are some diagonal checks, and Hikaru isn't happy with his decision to trade those 2 pawns right now. I think Sarana might just be back in this one, David.
The time advantage has really disappeared as well. The white king stepping forward. Black queen gives a check. The black pawn is the one that needs to start moving, motoring forward at some point. But he's trying to deliver checks to centralize his queen. Something we talked about earlier, Hikaru Nakamura. There we go. The black queen now beautifully centralized. Will be easier to use that piece as a blockade, as a bodyguard for the black king as he starts advancing his passport.
And it's so hard to be Alexey Sarana because he needs to find the precise checks in the position. The path to holding this is incredibly narrow for white.
Already only move territory. He needs to give a check. There's only one good check to give to the queen. No time for Sarana though. He needs to speed up.
25 seconds on the clock. No increment, no bonus time, and that's how mistakes happen. He finds, but it's the wrong square. He gives a check, the black king completely safe, and now it's all about that one lone passer on the left side. Watch it go forward.
Oh, what a beautiful hiding spot Hikaru's found for the black king. The black king is hiding behind enemy lines, using the enemy pawns as shields. And here we go, the pawns are disappearing. Hikaru with so much time. No queen trade allowed. 2-pawn advantage. Black is so close to victory. No more checks. And the pawn pushes.
And it's under 10 seconds for Alexey Sarana. 2 pawns down. This, you do not survive. And just like that, he did set up a little trick at the end, but Hikaru just too quick and just too fast and just too strong for that. It is Hikaru Nakamura. It is Team Falcons who takes the win.
Beautiful from both players there. Trick from Sarana, but no stalemate. Hikaru saying, no, no, no. I shut the door on that one. Hikaru too strong, too classy in the endgame. Handshake between the players. Ultimately, it was so close. Could have gone either way. Sarana, though, missing those chances in the first game, costing him the match.
Yeah, what a statement win, not needing the Armageddon right here. He survives a tough game 1 and then wraps it up, shuts it down in game 2. But you look at him and you can feel it, the relief that he has. It wasn't easy at all.
He gives it, but Rook h3, King f4. Now Dennis is saving this.
Incredible resistance
but
by
also
Dennis
look at the
Lazavik.
clock. Look at the clock. 14 seconds. Hikaru is not above winning on time in Rook versus Rook. If
He might
it
try to
has
flag
be done.
Dennis Lazavik last second to get a win.
These are
And now
online
it's Rook
guys,
versus
though.
Rook. It's a flagging fest.
It's Dennis
Free
can
moves
make
galore.
a lot of moves.
Can Hikaru flag Dennis Lazavik in time? Dennis only has 6 seconds to his name.
This
is impossible to defend. And he loses the Rook. He loses the game.
The Rook
Hikaru Nakamura takes this game 1 with the black pieces.
Hikaru's angry because he had a winning position. He messed up and he had to go into the dark arts of flagging to win this game. While he could have won cleanly over the board. But you know what? It's still 1 point.
It seems like both players are at a stalemate to progress.
Yeah, also feels like they're repeating a bunch of times here already. Threefold repetitions always lurking. Yeah, he's given up.
And we have a draw by threefold. Hikaru Nakamura advances to the playoffs tomorrow. Really good show.
Good job by him. Was it very, very tense match, and he had to go to plan B in game number 1, even though in his defense he was outplaying Dennis and was much, much better. Then he flagged with his time advantage. And in the second game,
here with Hikaru Nakamura, just defeated Dennis Lazavik. Hikaru, your thoughts on the overall match?
Yeah, I mean, the result I'm pretty happy with. The way that I won the first game, I'm not happy because I completely outplayed him and was winning on the board. And then at some moment, I tried to simplify, and he had a little bit more time than I thought he did. And of course, at the end, it should have been a draw, but you know, time is part of the game, unfortunately. So that was good. Second game wasn't the best, but I defended pretty well when I needed to, so it's good.
You've now qualified to the playoffs. How would you evaluate your overall play going into the next stage of the tournament?
I think I played better match by match. The first match wasn't great. This match was better, other than when I completely messed up the winning position. But I feel pretty good. So, you know, we keep moving forward, and hopefully I'll just keep getting better.
You're of course representing Team Falcons along with your teammate Alireza Firouzja. Is it helpful for you knowing that you have a second teammate in the competition that can score points for your club?
I mean, I haven't been paying close attention to Alireza's matches, but we're obviously both very good blitz players. And so I think the fact that there are 2 Falcons here gives us great chances. And much more importantly, Dennis, I think, is representing ALAG, which is leading overall. So it's very good to at least make it more difficult for him to obtain points for them. So as far as the team goes, we're in very good shape.
Well, congratulations to you and best of luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.